Hey, what's up everyone? This is Wasim, and today in this video I'm gonna show you what I usually do to get prepared for a pharmacy internship. So as you guys may know, I'm a pharmacy student. I'm getting ready to become a healthcare professional. Therefore, I have a lot of internships to complete in order to become a pharmacist. The next internship that I will soon be starting is in geriatrics in a clinical hospital. So it's a rotation in geriatrics. I'm gonna show you how I get ready for such internships, how I study, my studying strategies, my routines, so you guys out there who are also healthcare professionals or students can implement those strategies in your day-to-day work. And I'm also going to show you what it looks like to be a pharmacy student. So let's get started. Here's about my snack, guys. I really suggest to you, if you're really going to get into an intensive study session, you need a little bit of food to get going. You know, it's your fuel. So for me, what I found to work really well for me is actually oatmeals. So I eat oats with a little bit of maple syrup and milk. I think that with all this sugar, it really helps me going. I also took a banana because I just love bananas, man. Who doesn't like fruit? And a little bit of coffee, you know, so I can get caffeinated through my study session. Pretty simple here, but guys, you know, just remember to have a few snacks when you start studying. Okay, so in order to study for my internship, I will be using two books. So I will be using a book that is specialized on the pharmacotherapy of geriatric patients. And I'm also going to use the DiPiro. I don't know if you guys out there in pharmacy know it, but it's pretty much, you know, one of the foundational references in pharmacy, you know, like as you can see, you know, it's a huge book, okay, and it contains pretty much, you know, everything you need to know in order to have, you know, good foundational basics into pharmacy. Of course, it doesn't contain everything. I don't think any book will ever do that. But, you know, I would make a parallel of this book to the Harrison Principles of Internal Medicine for medical students, you know. It's pretty much, you know, big books that can be used to build your foundation of understanding of your profession, you know. And this book is really one that I've been using throughout my studies, and it's really complete, it's well written, it's very rigorous, so I will be using that. So one part of my study routine includes reading scientific papers, like this one about diabetes in the elderly. So what I'm going to be using is actually a pretty simple pencil, a few highlighters and post-its, you know, nothing too crazy, nothing too special. You know, this paper is about, I'd say, maybe 10 pages, something like that. So I'll slowly go through the paper and actually highlight the sentences that I find extremely important, you know, something that every student should be doing. You know, guys, that's probably one of your best investments out there, is investing in post-its and highlighters. You know, you really need to highlight those important sentences. Believe me, when you're gonna come back and read your paper, when you're preparing for an exam or an internship or whatever, it's really easier if beforehand you already put the post-its on key sentences about the paper that you're reading. So I highly suggest that you invest in those items. And of course, I will be using a laptop, and I think that every student out there should be using one, for the simple reason being that it's so much more convenient to actually use a laptop than use, physical paper-based notebooks, right? You're gonna see your colleagues in class taking notes on paper. It's gonna take them so much more time than for you to simply write down in a Word file what your professor is saying, or even directly into the PowerPoint. So here again is another thing that I'm going to be studying. So diabetes in older people. Since I am in Canada, I will be using the guidelines of Diabetes Canada. And, this is, free. It's accessible online. Anybody who is interested, anybody who wants to improve their knowledge of, pharmacotherapy and disease management, you can have those guidelines for free online. So it's a really great way to learn. So I'll be using the guidelines as, foundational tools actually to help me study, So this is where I'll be getting the main source of my informations. So something that you begin to realize quite early in your healthcare related program is that in order to keep up to date with a lot of the new discoveries and a lot of the new guidelines and all the things that are related to your program or your profession, you're gonna actually have to study quite a lot, So as a healthcare professional, you actually become a master of studying, if I can say so. So it's really important, I think, to invest some time to find good study strategies for you. Because, man, pharmacy school, medical school, dental school, these professional healthcare related programs, it's no joke. It's actually pretty hard, And in order to really succeed in those programs and to excel, you actually need to have a study schedule and a study routine that works for you. In my case, what I like to do is mix paper with digital technology. So for example, when it's about reading a research paper, I like to print it, okay? I like to have my research paper printed on paper, as you can see here. And I like to highlight it, just because I like the feeling of paper. I like to be able to write on it with a pencil, to highlight, etc. So for me, but it's just psychological, but I like it this way. I like to read, study papers, statements, things like that on actually physical paper. However, when it comes to, PowerPoints, PDFs, notes from your professor or notes that I take during class, I find it to be pretty much more convenient to actually have everything of that kind in a digital way. So I'm going to be using my laptop. And something that I suggest to invest when you're going into university or college is actually in a good laptop. The reason for that, it's because it's so easier, man. It's so much easier to take your notes digitally, with a keyboard while you're listening to what your professor says, you're taking notes, It's much more quicker and much more efficient if you do it this way than using a good old pen. I know we like using pencils. I know we like taking notes. I used to be, a paper-only guy through high school and college. But when I got into university, I really started thinking about investing in a computer, and I really found it to be, a good investment because I took notes so faster, So I really suggest that, you buy a good laptop and you use it for your schoolwork. So that's what I like to do. Another application that I use that I suggest you try is actually called Forest, okay? This application is really to help you guys out there with procrastination problems. How many times, you want to start studying, you start reading a few lines or maybe a few chapters of your book or your PowerPoint, and suddenly you have this urge, this urge to go check your Facebook, this urge to go grab your phone and look at your news feed, right? It happens to the very best of us. It happens to me, it happens to everyone, it happens, to everyone who's actually studying. Procrastination is really the devil out there. So a really good app that you can use is Forest. What this app does, you actually put a timer on it. For example, let's say 45 minutes, okay? And when you click OK, start on the application, it doesn't let you touch your phone, okay? If you grab your phone and start, messing around with it, what actually happens is that the tree that is growing in the game stops to grow and even die. The point actually of the game is to put a tree and actually watch it grow until the end of your timer. By the time your timer is done, let's say the 45 minutes are done, you will have a full grown tree. But if you meanwhile, between that time, take your phone and start messing around with it, then your tree will die. It will stop growing and it will die. So it's a quick little, simple psychological tricks that can work for some people. I know that for me it's working. I'm like, oh, I better not touch my phone, because if I touch it, then I might my tree might die. So it's something, a little stupid, a little funny, but it works. So I suggest to you guys that you use it. That's what I've been using. And I said 45 minutes because that's the time that I generally put into a study chunk, okay? How I usually work is that I take a 45-minute of studying and a 15 minutes break, okay? During that 45 minutes, I do nothing but study. So if I have a paper to read, I'm reading it. If I have a PowerPoint to study, I'm studying it. If I have a research report to complete, then I'm completing it, okay? And after those 45 minutes, I take a 15-minute break, go to the bathroom, go to refill my snacks, maybe go on Facebook, Instagram, blah, 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 okay? So I have these 15 minutes, okay? And once those 15 minutes are done, I start all over again. So I do 45, 15, 45, 15, 45, 15, for maybe, before I take a big break, I'd say, 4 to 5 good chunks of that. So by the time I'm done, it's like, I don't know, like 5 hours. I've been 5 hours, in my desk working and taking a few breaks before I go actually taking, a huge break, like 30 minutes, 1 hour, whatever, just to grab some food, maybe watch Netflix, maybe exercise, that's how I do my thing. But again, what I suggest to you is to experiment, experiment a few strategies. It may not work for you. Your goal as a student and your job as a student is to find actually a strategy that allows you to study for a long period of time. Because man, in healthcare related profession, whether we're talking about pharmacy, medicine, dental medicine, podiatric medicine, whatever, your healthcare profession, you gotta put a long hours of studying. It's all about a marathon. So if you want this to be a little easier on you when you're starting university, or when you want to get better at increasing your grades, you should really invest some time in finding good studying strategies for you. Okay? So that's it, guys. This is my little study routine, I like to keep things pretty simple. I like to keep things straightforward. A simple highlighter, a pencil, a laptop, 2 books. That's how I study. That's how I've been studying my whole life, Keep it simple. I don't waste my time, spending thousands of dollars on different books and different, sources of information. I stick to the basics. I use internet to find my research articles, and that's it, guys. That's how I study. I hope that this was useful for you, and let's get those grades pumping, man. I'm getting ready for my internship, and hopefully it's gonna go well. And I hope that you guys out there who are listening to me and who are going through medical, pharmacy, or dental school, or any other healthcare related school or university in general, I hope that you have a great semester where it's really productive and you have good grades. Let's get this going, guys. Thank you very much.